Good morning. Thank you for joining me this morning for a 10-minute call. My hope is that this simple concept I want to share with you today will serve as a powerful idea, something you can immediately use to connect with your clients in a more heartful and meaningful way. Because at the end of the day, this business isn't just about numbers, it's about chasing the next sale or product. It's about people, it's about relationships, and it's about showing up even when there's nothing in it for you. So let me begin with a question that you may want to consider asking your clients. What keeps you up at night when you think about your future? It's a simple question, but it opens the door to real conversation. And the answers you may get, I tell you, they're rarely about investment returns or the S&P 500. It's more about uncertainty. It's more about knowing, are they doing enough for the retirement? Are they saving enough for their college education or whatever things that they are planning for in their goals? And then they start wondering, well, is the plan going to hold up when life changes? Because we all know that things definitely have a way of changing. But here's the truth. Most people have never taken the time to really audit their situation. They have life insurance, but they haven't looked at it in years. They have retirement plans, no idea if it's enough or structured properly to minimize future income. They have a will or a trust that no one's looked at since they signed it nearly by about 10 years ago. And for business owners, many times we see today the buy sell agreement is probably collecting dust if it even exists, and so this is just some really important questions to be able to ask. Most clients are living under the assumption that what they did before that is still good enough today. But hope is not a plan. Set it and forget it is certainly not a strategy. So early in my career, I spent a lot of time thinking that the value I brought to clients was in the product, the numbers, the charts, the illustrations. I thought if I could just show them the most efficient strategy or the lowest premium, I'd win their trust. But something happened that changed all that. I reached out to a client one day, nothing urgent, just to kind of a mid-year check-in. I said something like, "Hey, I was thinking about you and want to make sure everything still aligns with your goals." 15 minutes into that conversation, she paused and she said, "I'm so glad you called. My brother-in-law just sold his business and doesn't know what to do next. Can I introduce you?" I didn't ask for a referral. I wasn't pushing a product. I just showed up. And that reminded me of something I've seen now over and over again. The review isn't just good service, it's a multiplier. It strengthens your relationships. It often uncovers a new opportunities. And more than not, it leads to someone else who needs your help. The one review call made me evaluate how I approach this business. It wasn't about trying to be impressive. It wasn't about trying to be present. That's all it was about, being present rather, because life isn't static. Clients evolve, families grow, business changes, the shifts, health surprises us. And if we're not checking in, if we're not offering a quick review, we're missing an opportunity to serve. And our clients are missing the chance to correct something before it becomes a problem. So let me say this clearly. The number one reason clients stay with you is not about performance, it's about your connection. And the number one reason they refer you is because you showed up without being asked to. So how do you put this into action? I use what I call the 3R strategy: reconnect, reassess, and refer. So I'm going to walk you through that real quickly here. Reconnect. This is just about reaching out with care. Don't overthink it. You can say something like, "We're halfway through the year. I want to take 15 minutes to make sure everything we put in place still reflects your current goals and life situation." That's it. Not pitching. You're not a sales script. It's just purely a connection. Number two is reassess. This is where you offer real value. Ask simple, thoughtful questions that help them reflect. Is your life insurance still appropriate? What about beneficiary changes? Are they still up to date? Are they still correct? Are your retirement accounts structured to maximize your income later or just growing without direction? When was the last time you updated your will or your trust? For business owners, does your buy sell agreement reflect your current partner's value? Just for one of the questions you could ask. You're not trying to be perfect, you're trying to be helpful, to be present. And the third is probably the most powerful part, refer. When you show up consistently and deliver real care, referrals happen naturally. Because when people feel served, not sold, they start thinking about others who need the same kind of attention, such as my friend just got divorced and is overwhelmed. My dad hasn't looked at his finances in years. My business partner has been meaning to update his plan. How many times I've heard these questions over and over. So you don't have to ask for referrals when you earn the right to receive them. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take out a sheet of paper today. I'd like you to write down 10 clients or prospects that you haven't spoken to in the last 6 months. Just circle 3 of them. This week, just reach out. No pitch, no pressure, just a simple message. Hey, I've been thinking of you. With summer winding down and a year halfway gone, I'd love to check in and see how you're feeling about everything. That's how relationships are built. And when you do that consistently, you'll grow your business in a way that's sustainable, fulfilling, and rooted in trust. So I'm going to leave you with this. You don't need to be the smartest person in the room. You just need to be the one who shows up. In a world of automated emails, apps, and AI, the human touch will always win. So this mid-year moment to reconnect, to reassess, and to serve with heart. Because when you lead with care, your clients stay and they feel cared for. They share you with the other people that matter most to them. So thank you so much for being on here with me today. So take a moment, pick up the phone, and be the advisor they never forget. Have an amazing day. Thank you.